How you doing, guys? Welcome to this bonus video. Just putting some stuff away from here, but I just wanted to do this bonus video like I mentioned. This is going to be kind of a part one of a three-part series that I want to be doing. Just because this video is up this week doesn't mean other videos will be up right after, because I still want to get some pieces for part two and part three. But I just wanted to give you guys an overview of what to do when you're planning to go to Disney World. Say you watch one of my videos and you think, you know what, I really want to go to Disney World. I think I have the money. So what do I do to go to Disney World? How should I plan this? I have no clue where to start. Well, watch this video and I should be giving you some sort of a good idea. Now this is for everybody. A lot of this stuff is general knowledge to professional Disney goers. But this is mainly geared toward the beginner, and you never know, you professionals might actually get some ideas from this. So whatever, just watch it, and hopefully you'll get some good info. Now, according to me, and this is just me, I think there are four phases when going to Disney World. There's the planning phase, the gathering phase, the packing phase, and the going phase. Now, the going phase is obviously the easiest part because you just get everything and you go. Packing is can be difficult at sometimes. Gathering the gathering all the tickets and everything, that can be tough. But I think the most important part of going to Disney is planning. Yeah, if you don't plan on properly, you can overpay, and you can actually not get some things that you should get when going to Disney World. You might go too long, or you might go too short of a stay. You might do something wrong and schedule things that shouldn't be scheduled. But I'm just here to try to help you out with that. Now, the first thing you want to do, and this is what I recommend, is to go to WaltDisneyWorld.com to get your free vacation planning DVD. Now, these are very helpful for those who have never been to Disney World and want to explore options and to get an idea of what you're getting into. Or you could just go into YouTube and find all that. This is the vacation plan. This is what they come in now. There's a DVD in here, and they come like this. They usually come personalized because you got to sign in to Disney, and that they want to get your name and everything. So they actually give you a personalized card and a whole bunch of stuff. It comes with some different things. Comes with this book, which actually has an overview of the DVD. There's maps in here, park maps, where it shows you where everything is, and you can get an idea of how big Disney World is. I mean, there's 4 parks in Disney World, along with water parks, downtown Disney. There's Universal Studios isn't that far away. There's SeaWorld. So it's it's really cool. Obviously, the Disney DVD doesn't cover Universal and SeaWorld, but that is usually part of a Disney vacation, especially for a family that wants to see everything in Orlando. But usually everybody stays on Disney property, goes to see Disney stuff, and just also happens to go to Universal. So that's usually how it works. And the DVD is right here. It's a DVD, not a Blu-ray. So everybody should be able to play it that owns a DVD player. I think everybody owns a DVD player now. But yeah, and this is a great start. It actually gives you everything that you need, all the info to everything. There's Disneyland, Disney World, everything you need, and it's perfectly free. Takes a minute to get to your house. If you order one today, it probably will get there in 2 to 3 weeks, because everybody, so many people get these DVDs, but they're totally worth it, especially to the first timer, just to see what you're getting yourselves into. Because Disney is not the typical vacation where you go and relax and it's nice. Again, you can make it that way because Disney has those options, but 9 times out of 10, if you go down there, you're going for the parks, and you're going to be walking, you're going to be moving, you're going to be cruising, and the best way to tour Disney parks is to get up early, stay late. It's almost work, really. It's fun work. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to take any information away from this video thinking that it's too hard, that you won't have a good time. But you're going to have a good time. You won't realize that you walked 9 miles in one day, which can happen. It actually can happen. Trust me. Okay, with that intro out of the way, the first thing you're going to want to think of, in your planning, actually, what you should get is a nice little pad of paper and a pen and write all this stuff down. Here's my pad of paper and a pen. This is my Disney itinerary page, my thing. I like to make it nice and neat because I don't want to ever forget anything. And the neater you have it and the more information that you put in it, the easier things are. The first thing you want to figure out is your length of stay. Now, a lot of people think maybe I should stay 4 days or maybe I should stay, 2 weeks. I don't know. Like, the whole thing is, what do you plan on doing when you're down there? The average stay is, I'm sure, is about a week, which I'm going down for 8 days, 7 nights. You're going Saturday to Saturday. That's my trip that I'm going on in October of this year. So I'm planning, and I'm giving you all the information that I can as I plan. You can't see everything in Disney World in 4 days. You can see some stuff. You can go to all the different parks, but you won't be able to see everything in 4 days at a on a Disney vacation. So technically, vacation or technically short vacation, weekend vacations aren't good for Disney World unless you just plan on going down for just a little bit if you have that money. But usually 4 days isn't good. I would recommend that you go down for 2 weeks if you want to see everything in Orlando. If you want to go to Universal and SeaWorld and Disney World, I recommend you stay 2 weeks if you have the money and the time off, because some schools and whatnot, I'm sure if you have kids, they won't want the child to be out of school for 2 weeks during school. And if you go for 2 weeks in summer, it's not only is it going to be hot, it's going to be crowded and packed. So again, I'll get into that later. So that's what I recommend if you want to see everything in Orlando. It's trying to see all of that, Universal and SeaWorld and Disney World in 1 week is really, 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 really tough. It's almost next to impossible if you want to see everything. So just trying to give you a heads up there. Next is when to go. It gets hot in the summer, believe me. So if you plan on taking your child, during the summer when they're off school, it gets really hot in Orlando. It's Florida. It's it's near the Caribbean, and it does get really, really hot. And if you go into later in the summer, it can be hurricane season and it rains a lot. There are thunderstorms possible every day in the summer in Orlando, and if you do happen to run into a thunderstorm, continue to push on and go. But just can be, because most attractions are indoors, so even most roller coasters are indoors. So just remember that. It's cool in the winter, not cold. Although technically, this past year was so weird, for weather-wise in all of the U.S. It actually did snow at Disney World, so that was actually really interesting. That never usually happens, so that was kind of a weird thing. Usually it gets kind of cool, like down to the 50s in the lows in Orlando. So when it actually snowed, that was something, just something to really behold. That was really interesting. Now you also have to think of off-season versus in-season. I know in-season is during the high periods. You got like the holidays, the summer vacations, the winter vacations. Those are all in-season times, and you will pay more in-season than you will off-season. I'm going off-season. This is kind of during the Halloween time. It's October 8th to the 15th, and this is off-season touring. It's cool because during October they do different things. Because it's Halloween coming up, so they actually decorate Halloween style. It's awesome. It's it's really cool. They also have different events during the year, that are seasonal. They have the Food and Wine Festival, which takes place from September to November. There's the Star Wars weekends in June. They have so many different things. It's really, really good. Now, one of the things that you want to get as you're getting information for your Disney trip, and if you choose to fully, I'm going to Disney World, you're going to want to get one of these books. It's this is the one that I get. I will tote these guys till I die. It's the Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World. This is the 2012 edition. It's the brand newest. It's the newest one that comes out every August, the end of August. And these guys give you so much information on Disney World and Universal Studios and SeaWorld. It's unreal. Obviously 90% of this is is Disney World, but again, they also give you the rest of the stuff from Orlando. So really go out and choose one of these books. Fodor's makes some good ones too, but I think the most information and the most stuff that can be mined to help you get to Disney World on a cheaper budget is this book. So check this book out. You know, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, they sell it there. This book sells everywhere. It gives you reviews on everything, all the restaurants, hotels, rides, even even hotels around Disney World that aren't in the world. They review, so it's actually really cool. All right, now moving on. Step 2, after you have created your, figured out your length of stay and kind of get, you got all your information and you kind of know what you're doing, you want to create a basic itinerary. Now, in your itinerary, you want to figure out, you want to think, what will you be doing when you go down? Where will you be eating? What restaurants are you going to be eating out? What events do you want to see? Do you want to see Lanuba? Do you want to go to the Speedway? Do you want to have a spa day? Creating your basic itinerary, and now this is important, is simple. You just this is what I did. I wrote the days that we're actually going to have park. I wrote the days that we're going to be down there. And for Saturday the 8th, I put arrive, go to Magic Kingdom for the fireworks and the parade. I arrive, my plane is from 7 to 9:15, flight 481. Then I got the fireworks and parade. The fireworks and parade start at 8 and last till 10 p.m. I mean, I kind of, I want to list everything that I'm going to be doing on each and every single day that I'm down there. Now, I'm not saying you got to go and you got to break it down by hour. Some people do. Some people are really anal like that. Me, I just want to kind of get a good idea of where I'm going. Like for Tuesday, the 11th, we're going to go to the Le Cellier Steakhouse for dinner, and I got a reservation for 4:25. I also want to do Disney Quest that day. It's just, you want to get a basic idea of what you're going to be doing each of the days that you're down there. Step 1, list them. Step 2 is to figure out what parks you're going to be going on what days. I like to give myself one rest day while I'm down there, so that's that Tuesday. That's kind of right in the middle of my vacation, and it gives me a chance to sleep in and actually relax on my vacation and have a vacation. So it's really important that you do that. Doing it like this will also allow you to visualize where you're going to be. Some people like to put it on a calendar so they can get a good visual representation of what they're going to be doing as they get down there. You're going to be able to see how many restaurants you'll be able to hit. If you want to eat out every night, you'll be able to kind of list. Am I doing something this day already? I don't even know. Like, okay, I want to book a restaurant reservation for Wednesday. So what am I doing Wednesday? I don't know. What what are we doing Wednesday? I don't know where I'm going to be Wednesday. I do. I know where I'm going to be Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to be at Hollywood Studios. So now I know that I can plan my dinner around that. So it's good to create an itinerary, and when you create your itinerary, you need to think of what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be. And it's just a basic itinerary. Again, you don't need to go be all anal about it, but creating a basic itinerary is very important. Number 3 is choosing your hotel. This is important because obviously you need to know where you're going to be staying. Do you want to stay in the park? Do you want to stay out of the park? How much time are you really going to be spending in the hotel room? Will you be bringing kids? Hey, because kids love pools. And honestly, to most kids, when they go to a theme park, going to the pool is more important to them than actually going to the parks, which is actually quite true. So when you're choosing your hotel, if you don't know which hotels to go to your vacation DVD, or go to your guide right here, or go online. Google it. You will find all the information that you need either on here, because I do reviews, or you can find it on www.magic.com, touringplans.com, allears.net. Those are all really good websites to go to. The Disney hotels are broken up into 4 categories. There's the value resorts, which are the cheapest resorts. Not cheap as in you don't not cheap as in like everything's breaking, but cheap as in you don't get as many amenities as most other places. These are resorts that are kind of geared toward kids, fun, fun style pools. Not very good for relaxing and spas and whatnot. If you're going down a newly married couple, if you plan on spending most of your times in the park, most of your time in the park, these are good for you. If you want to have a spa day and relax and be pampered, you might want to spend a little bit more money and stay at one of the deluxe resorts or the moderate resorts. There's the value resorts, then there's the moderate resorts, which is just right in the middle of the deluxe and value resorts. It's still cheap enough, that you can bring kids on a good budget, but it's nice enough that you can actually relax a little bit because there are pools there that are themed, but they're also not as child friendly. It's more of an adult theme. I actually did a video where I broke down the hotels and whatnot, the different ranks of hotels, so check that out. Then there's the deluxe resorts, which are, you're going all out, you're getting pampered left and right. It's good stuff. There you are really doing you're really getting a lot for your money, and there's spas there, there's concierges and stuff, and all the frills and niceties that Disney can offer you. Then there's the villas, which are giant family rooms. They're almost like houses at Disney World. They have a kitchen, they have all this other stuff. It's really cool. So basically, when you're determining a hotel, you need to figure out how many people are going down. Are you going to bring kids? Or how much time are you really going to spend in the at the hotel? Are you just going to Disney World just for the theme parks? If you are, you don't want to spend $1,000 billion on a hotel that you're not going to be at. If you're just using your hotel for a bed and beds and a bathroom, why are you spending all this money? The beds are pretty much the same anywhere you go. Now, if you're going down to Disney World and you don't plan on spending all your time at the parks, you want to be pampered, you want to, go to a spa, you want to have a relaxing time, which you can at Disney World. That's awesome because Disney has everything. It is a world in and of itself. There's everything at Disney that you could ever dream of wanting to do. It's all on your vacation DVD. Watch it. Then maybe you want to spend extra money on a deluxe place where you can get spas and awesome beds and all this stuff and all the niceties, and it's so quiet compared to the value resorts. It's just, you gotta really think about where you're going. When you're planning, you gotta really think about what you're going to be doing. Next, you want to choose your ticket package. Disney has, as of like 2003, I think, came up with this new ticket system. It's called the Magic Your Way system. Originally, when you bought Disney tickets, it was just you bought a ticket per day for the park. That's per person, for the park. That was it. Now, tickets are really, they're a lot more than what you might think. You can add these different options onto your, normal Magic Your Way ticket. There's the Park Hopper option, the Water Park Fun and More option, and the No Expiration option. The Park Hopper option allows you to go to different parks, go in and out of parks as much as you want each day that you have this option on your ticket. So say you have a 5-day Park Hopper ticket, meaning you can go to Epcot in the morning, go back to your hotel, sleep a little bit, take a nap, chill out. Then you can go to Animal Kingdom or the Magic Kingdom or wherever else to see a fireworks show at the end. You can go in and out and you won't be charged, anything else because, you have the power to go in and out. The Park Hopper option is the most popular option, and it's almost picked each and every single time because it gives you unlimited freedom to go in and out. You can go anywhere as many times as you want in Disney World per day whenever you want. So that option I highly recommend you get, especially if you're going for a week and with kids, because you'll be able to go in the morning when the kids get restless, leave, go to the pool, give them some pool time, take a nap, get up at 4, be at the Magic Kingdom at 5, hit some more rides at the end of the night, see a fireworks show. That's a good day. That's a good day at Disney World. That's awesome. So it's it's very important. Now then there's the other two options. There's the Water Park Fun and More, which allows you to go into the water parks for free. Water park admission is not included in your regular Disney tickets. Now this option also applies to Disney Quest at Downtown Disney, which is a 3-story arcade. It's also allows you to go into other things, so that's the and more part. So basically, if you do plan on going to a water park more than one day at Disney World, get this option because you'll actually save money as opposed to paying individually. Now, if you only plan on going to the water park one day, don't get this option. Just pay the extra because it'll actually be cheaper in the long run. If you get this option, because it's like $70 extra. If you get this option and you only go once, you're actually going to wind up overpaying by $20. So it's usually not worth it. So if you plan on going to Disney Quest and the water parks more than one day, it's totally worth it to get this option. If not, don't get this option. Don't worry, they won't yell at you for it. Then there's the no expiration option, which is exactly what it means. The Disney tickets won't expire. If you plan on going to Disney World and you have a 7-day ticket, you go to Disney World in April for 3 days. You can go anytime after that with the no expiration option and still have 3 days left on your ticket. This is for honestly people that go down a lot and multiple times in a year. It's not really worth it. I didn't get it this time because I know I'm going to be using up all my days while I'm down at this one thing. I don't go down to Disney World multiple times a year. I can't afford it. So that's the no expiration option. It's exactly what it says. And then finally, you want to choose your air travel. That's up to you. That is, do you want to fly down? Do you want to take the train? Do you want to drive? That's up to you. Air travel is pretty basic. I'm traveling from Baltimore, so it takes about 2 hours to get down to Orlando. So there you go. You can kind of gauge it from there. It's like pretty much half of the U.S. down. So it takes 2 hours for me from Baltimore to get to Disney World. So I'm going AirTran. They have a nonstop flight. I try to get nonstop flights because I don't want to have to deal with bags and moving them around. Disney is really good because they have this thing called the Magical Express, which I'll talk to you about in part 2. Once I get all the different things for that. The Magical Express is you put a special Disney sticker or hang tag or whatever it is on your luggage, and then on your checked luggage. When you check your luggage, pretty much everybody knows that you're either going to Disneyland or Disney World. Okay, Orlando. Here's the Mickey Mouse symbol. So there you go. And the people from your hotel from Disney will actually get your luggage for you and deliver it to your room. It takes a minute. It's not instantaneous. Your luggage won't be there when you get there. So have a nice, have a good carry-on bag full of stuff. I'll talk to you about that in packing. But that's just my tip for you for air travel. Air travel is pretty basic. I really can't get into that because there's so many different, airlines. I can't really talk about it in a small video like this. So yeah, once you gather up all this information, you should be ready to, gather up all the, the individual tickets and go to your travel agent and get all the different savings as you can. So if you do everything that I told you about in this video, if you do everything, you will be fully planned and ready to go to your travel agent or fully ready to call Disney, get your vacation going. So in part 2, I want to talk to you about gathering up all the Disney tickets and whatnot, and gathering up all the physical objects that you'll need to go to Disney World. And once I get all the all of my stuff, that's when I'll make that video. So this is how to plan to go to Disney World. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I do other videos. I do tons of reviews on Disney attractions at Disney World. So check out my other videos if you have any questions. Email me, message me on here. I hope I gave you some information. I know I ramble on a lot, but there is good information in here somewhere. So you just gotta kind of go with it. And if you need any more information, feel free to just let me know. And I'll see you guys next time for another Disney news and reviews. Bye guys. See you in part 2. The Gathering.